Okay, so we just picked up this Ozark Trail Premium Jumbo Cooler from Walmart. Going to do a little ice challenge. It's got, says 4 days, 36 cans, holds up to 30 pounds of ice. I've got 6 Blue Moons, 6 Dasanis, and a 20-pound bag of ice. So I've got it outside now. It's only about 60 degrees out. We had a little cold spout hit us this week, so it's only about 62 degrees. I'm in short sleeves, so. But it's 6 o'clock tonight at night. I'm going to be leaving this thing outside. I live in a pretty good neighborhood, so. But I'm going to open it up at least 6 times tonight. Grabbing these things out. So, then tomorrow I'm going to be throwing it in my truck, headed to work. I work outside. I do grading, so it stays pretty. It'll be outside pretty much till the challenge is over. So, yeah, let's give it a go. Alright, YouTube. We're an hour into this thing. That's not water, by the way. I actually got to use this handy little bottle opener here with one of my Blue Moons. And it worked pretty good. It was just my, from taking my cooler from inside to outside, it shook my bottles up a little bit. And when I opened it up, kind of blew back on me. But it's been an hour. Just to show you, I mean, that's just a beer. There's absolutely no moisture up under it all, and I'll leave it here from now on. But it's been an hour. Still about 60 degrees. It's pretty cold in here, man. I've been opening it up. It's probably my 3rd time opening it, but the actual bottles, it's pretty cold. I just put these in probably an hour ago, so yeah, it's still pretty cold. The ice for the most part is doing well. Still a lot of ice. I don't know if you can see that well, but still a good bit of ice. This zipper, I've noticed, it's not like the old Yeti zippers and stuff like that, but when you do zip it shut, I mean, it's got a big wide load of ice in it right now, and you can tell, but when you do zip it shut, this little rubber piece that goes around it, it does a nice job of closing up. I just noticed that earlier when I was opening it up, so I don't know. We'll see. Still got a long time, hopefully, of having a good bit of ice in there, so we'll see. Alright, YouTube. It is 7 o'clock of the next day. It's actually been about 25 hours instead of 24. So I've had this cooler in my truck all day. Opened it probably about 8 times. I had 6 waters in there from yesterday, along with 6 Blue Moons. I drank all the 6 Blue Moons last night and left the 6 waters in there. And then throughout the day today, I drank all the 6 waters. Probably around 2 o'clock, I had to refill it for me and the guys that work for us. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more Dasani bottles in here. And as you can tell, there is still a pretty good bit of ice. I put my hand all the way to the bottom, and I can feel ice all the way down. So it's still pretty full of ice. It's still pretty cold. And I've been working with this thing today like non-stop. And it's roughly about 62 degrees today. So Yeah, it seems to be holding the ice pretty good. I haven't had to put no more ice in there. And those 13 bottles of water were actually hot when I put them in there, and the ice is still holding up pretty good. Seems to be a pretty good cooler so far.
Yeah.
Alright. Hi, YouTube. So, I forgot to take a video last night. It was pretty late when I got in from work. I was extremely tired, so I just totally forgot. So, but today is Thursday. It's Thursday morning, and it's still got ice a little bit. I will be purchasing some more ice today, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this challenge. Yeah, it held up pretty good. I guess what, over 3 days, and there's still ice in here. So, yep. Alright, pretty good cooler. Alright, YouTube, so last night got in too late. It was around 9 o'clock, so I was pretty wore out. Decided just to go to sleep. I didn't really even have time to make a video. But it is now 10 o'clock on Thursday. I started this challenge at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. So it's been a total of about 83 hours. This morning, when I woke up, I still had ice in the cooler. I made a little video, but I was kind of wore out and didn't say too much. So I decided when I got to work to make another video. The water's still ice cold. It's really cold in here, but the ice is gone. So I would say the ice lasted probably 82 hours. But overall, you know, I've opened this cooler up numerous times. I've actually used it for work, and in my opinion, I would say it's a pretty good cooler. I usually use just a regular hard cooler, Coleman, at work. You know, all the guys needing water, reaching in, pulling out waters. That ice probably lasts, I don't know, half a day. So for this ice, you know, for my guys, you know, reaching in, grabbing coolers, closing it back, for it to last a total of 83 hours, I would say that is pretty jam up from the ice, for how long the ice used to last. So that's it, YouTube. It's been about 83 hours. There's no more ice. So yeah, for the money, for $49, I would say pretty good deal. All right.